give a big round of applause. Thank you. We are the U.S. Embassy's American Center here in Indonesia, and this is the place for everyone to express, explore, and experience more about American culture through our events and facilities. And hi, my name is Mayriska Putri, your MC for today's exciting event only here at America. Today we will learn how to bring innovations to educations in Indonesia with Yayasan Perahu Kuning Harapan Indonesia. Welcome everyone to the event Transforming Education for the Next Era. Yes. Now before we start, we have an online quiz for our online viewers, and the question is it true or false? Technology can help improve access to educations and provide interactive learning experience. If you know the answer, please submit it to our social media platform to get the live shout out at the end of this event. To officially begin the event, everyone, let's hear an opening remarks from Bapak Sukriyatno Muhammad, Yellow Bot of Hope Foundation's advisor.
Baik, terima kasih. Selamat sore. Yang saya hormati para narasumber, perwakilan Amerika, para tamu undangan, rekan-rekan penggiat pendidikan, serta seluruh peserta yang hadir hari ini. Perkenalkan, saya Sukriyatno Muhammad selaku Foundation Advisor Yellow Boat of Hope Indonesia. Merupakan suatu kehormatan bagi kami dapat menjadi bagian dari diskusi yang bertajuk Transforming Education for the Next Era. Indonesia adalah negara kepulauan terbesar di dunia dengan lebih dari 17.000 pulau dan tantangan geografis yang sangat kompleks. Di tengah perkembangan teknologi dan transformasi digital yang berlangsung sangat cepat, kita masih dihadapkan pada kesenjangan akses pendidikan yang nyata, khususnya di wilayah 3T, terdepan, terluar, dan tertinggal. Data Pusat Statistik melalui publikasi statistik pendidikan tahun 2025 menunjukkan bahwa tantangan pendidikan di Indonesia masih mencakup ketimpangan akses, kualitas fasilitas pendidikan, sanitasi sekolah, hingga distribusi guru antar wilayah. Di berbagai daerah terpencil, anak-anak masih harus menempuh perjalanan jauh untuk pergi ke sekolah, bahkan menghadapi keterbatasan transportasi yang berdampak pada keberlangsungan proses belajar mereka. Namun saat yang sama, perkembangan teknologi juga membuka peluang besar untuk menghadirkan perubahan saat ini. Pemerintah saat ini menargetkan lebih dari 8.600 sekolah yang terpencil untuk memperoleh akses internet gratis melalui perangkat internet satelit guna mendukung pembelajaran digital di wilayah 3T. Ini menunjukkan bahwa inovasi dan teknologi dapat menjadi jembatan untuk mempersempit kesenjangan pendidikan. Meski demikian, kami percaya bahwa pendidikan bukan semata tentang infrastruktur atau teknologi. Pendidikan adalah tentang harapan, tentang memastikan bahwa setiap anak Indonesia dimanapun mereka tinggal memiliki kesempatan yang sama untuk belajar, berkembang, dan membangun masa depan yang lebih baik. Karena itu, transformasi pendidikan tidak dapat dilakukan sendiri-sendiri. Dibutuhkan kolaborasi lintas sektor dan lintas negara untuk menghadirkan solusi yang lebih inklusif, adaptif, dan berkelanjutan. Dalam konteks inilah kolaborasi Indonesia dan Amerika Serikat menjadi sangat relevan. Amerika Serikat telah menjadi salah satu pusat perkembangan inovasi, teknologi pendidikan, riset, dan pengembangan kepemimpinan anak muda yang memberi dampak besar secara global. Semangat inovasi, kreativitas, dan community driven inisiatif yang berkembang di sana menunjukkan bahwa perubahan besar seringkali lahir dari kolaborasi antar komunitas, institusi pendidikan, sektor swasta, dan generasi muda. Kami melihat semangat yang sama hadir melalui Ed Amerika sebagai ruang pertukaran ide dan kolaborasi antara Indonesia dan Amerika. Forum seperti ini menjadi penting bukan hanya untuk berbagi pengalaman global, tetapi juga untuk menemukan bagaimana praktik yang terbaik yang ada di dunia dapat diterapkan menjadi solusi yang relevan bagi tantangan pendidikan di Indonesia. Yellow Boat of Hope Indonesia melihat secara langsung bagaimana satu akses sederhana seperti sebuah perahu sekolah, ruang belajar, dukungan komunitas, atau koneksi internet dapat mengubah hidup sekelompok anak. Dari pengalaman tersebut, kami semakin yakin dan percaya bahwa perubahan yang berdampak luas lahir dari kolaborasi dan kepedulian bersama. Melalui forum ini, kami berharap diskusi hari ini dapat melahirkan ide, inspirasi, dan kolaborasi baru tentang bagaimana inovasi, teknologi, dan kepemimpinan anak muda serta pengalaman global dapat membantu membangun masa depan pendidikan Indonesia yang lebih baik. Kami juga mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Ed Amerika atas kolaborasi dan dukungannya, serta kepada seluruh pembicara yang akan berbagi perspektif dan pengalaman berharga sore hari ini. Semoga diskusi ini menjadi langkah kecil yang membawa dampak besar bagi masa depan pendidikan Indonesia. Terima kasih. Salam.
Yes, can we give a big round of applause for Bapak Sukriyatno Muhammad from Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation Advisors. And now everyone, for moderating today's event and leading the discussions, I will pass the stage to our moderator for today. He is Director of Education's Public Health First. Please welcome everyone, Pak Hofni Pinehas Tafuli.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I'm Hofni Pinehas Tafuli. I was born in Nusa Tenggara Timur, in the small village. Until now, there's no electricity, there's no internet connection. But by the power of education, I get the opportunity to being here, standing in the front of you. Not only that, but I also got the opportunity to go to get my master from University of Florida in the US. And sooner, like this next upcoming months, I will be going to pursue my doctoral at Columbia University for Doctor of Education in Mathematics Education. Yeah, now I'm working as a mathematics teacher and also collaborate with some friends to build public health first. In this NGO, we are trying to helping people in East Nusa Tenggara about how to get access to education because I see myself, I am the fifth out of 10 siblings, and it's only me that get the opportunity to get the education. So I think that I have the right to help people in my village to get a better education. Because as we know that education is the powerful weapon to change the world. And yeah, that is why I'm here. And this afternoon, it is a pleasure for me because I'm not going to tell you about what I have been doing, but we have two inspirational speakers. The first one is Ibu Meralda Adam. She's the co-founder and president of Yayasan Perahu Kuning Harapan, which is the foundation that they are building and helping people in Nusa Tenggara Timur as well. And the second one, we are having Maria Stella Clarisanau. She's also the infrastructure public policy for this foundation to help people in Indonesia, especially for NTT Muda. So without further ado, I will be inviting Ibu Meralda Adam, the co-founder and president of Yayasan Perahu Kuning Harapan. Please have a seat.
Ini tadi minumnya ketukar.
Okay. Okay, so here we go. We have Ibu Meralda here.
Yes,
And this afternoon, Ibu Meralda will share with us about what she has done to not focus on the foundation that she is building now, but collaborating with people. It's not only Indonesian, but also people from the US, right, to help our people in East Nusa Tenggara. And we also Kak Stella now, which is the founder of NTT Muda, which is she also will be sharing with us. Now she's in the US, and then she will be sharing with us about how to build the NTT Muda and helping people in NTT. So yeah, I will give the opportunity to Ibu Meralda too.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak
Thank you.
Hofni, and good afternoon, everyone. Also, good morning for Kak Stella in DC. Thank you for having me here. It looks like I'm the one who's not from NTT, but I love NTT
But you
and
have the art for NTT.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah. And also it's because of we're Indonesian. So that's why many people in NTT region ask me where you come from. And when it comes to, I'm from Jakarta, and all the rate is different, all the price different. When I said we're Indonesian, we're same. So yeah, the power of Pancasila ya Kak ya. So yes, thank you so much at America for inviting us on behalf of Yayasan Perahu Kuning Harapan. It's very delighted to be here to sharing stories about what we are doing in Yayasan Perahu Kuning Harapan to support the children in remote areas because we already know NTT is very beautiful places, so many beautiful places, but lack of education. And so proud of you because you're
Thank
the
you. Thank you so
only
much.
one from 10
Yes.
who get a change for education. So I agree, education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. And it's never too late to get education. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Ibu. Sorry, I forgot your name. Meralda, for the introduction. We would like to know more about what you have been done for entity, for the people, and like how do you get the supporting like the government? Usually that is the big challenge for us as if we want to build a NGO or foundation or something. Like how do you manage to build this institution to help people in that area?
Okay, so it's a bit referred to back when I was a kid, when I was 5 years old, actually. I went to the port because my dad worked at the port and I saw many boats because I came from Jakarta City. And at that time, we were in Surabaya, in Tanjung Perak. I saw many boats, and as a child, I was adored with that boats, and I imagined someday that I really want to own a boat, but without knowing what kind of a boat that I really want. Until one day, when I was like 25 years old, I guess, I solo backpacker to NTT, to Labuan Bajo actually, and then I jumped to the boat and moved to the remote island, to the remote village, and I saw kids struggling to go to school because they don't have a boat. So these kids have to walk distances with the habitat of Komodo dragons habitat in the jungle. So they have to walk for 3 hours. Imagine that small kids have to walk for 3 hours or being separated with the families because there is no dedicated boat for them, just like the school bus. So I was thinking in Jakarta or in other big city, we have school bus
Yeah,
to,
facilities.
yes, to support as this transportation to support the kids go back and forth from home to school. And the idea is coming, how if we made a boat, we made a school boat. So it refers to my childhood dreams. I really want to have a boat. So that's the answer of my dreams when I was a kid. That's a school boat that I really wanted. So it was 2015. It's like more than 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
11 years.
11 years ago. And the idea is always show up, and then I really don't know how to make it into reality. And then all the efforts that coming on 2019, I went back again to the village and I did my own research to get a funding. But unfortunately, the pandemic came, so I guess that was not the right time to get a sponsorship or to propose the idea. So we were struggling again at that time. And then on 2023, I reached out to the Philippines. So we are the official chapter from the Yellow Boat of Hope in the Philippines. They've been surfacing on the ground for 15 years, and they were my inspiration because the Philippines and Indonesia has the similar conditions. We are archipelagic country, but Indonesia is 6 times bigger than the Philippines. Philippines, a Yellow Boat of Hope Philippines has more than 5,000 boats until now. 5,000. Can you imagine? It's a lot of numbers. So I reached out to the founders and just to get an advice at the first. But he fortunately asked me, "Do you want to be our official chapter in Indonesia?" So I was thinking, why not? Because they've been working for more than 10 years. They got experience, and also it's good for me, right? Good for Indonesia because we are very close. So I decided to yes. I really wanted to become an official chapter, and then 2023, we became an official, the legal foundation in Indonesia. 2024, we had our first boat in Labuan Bajo in Rinca Island. It was a collective funding, I could say, yeah. From the very small donation, like 50,000 rupiah, we collected until it became a big boat right now. So it's not only support for education, not only for transportation, but it is a hope. It is a hope, and it belongs to the community because the community also use this boat for support the livelihood because as they are all fishermen in there, so they can make money from this boat and also for support the tourism as well. Yeah, so that was the story. And we expanded our program also to other location in NTT regions. It's in East Manggarai. There's a coastal village as well. We support a boat, and the boat is different with the previous one because we have to adjust with what kind of waters in there and what kind of geographically. So yeah, it's built by the community and it's for the community also.
Okay, thank you so much, Bu Meralda, for the story. One thing that I highlighted from the when Ibu Meralda tell the story is about you have the dream, but if you don't know how to start to make your dream become reality, you have to open your heart, open your eyes, and open your ears to see what kind of possibilities that you can do. And yeah, it's so inspiring for us, yeah, the young generation, because sometimes we don't know how to start, what kind of person that we can reach out, and how to start to our dreams. Uh, we can stop for a while, pause there. We want to hear from Kak Stella now about Entity Muda. What is that, Kak Stella now?
Hi everyone. Hi
Ibu Meralda.
Meralda and also yeah Ibu Meralda and also Kak Hofni and everyone in the room in at America. Thank you so much for the opportunity for having me here. Speaking about NTT Muda, it's actually a very young organization, and to be very frank, since NTT Muda is only a small organization, consists of 3 people that just finished their study back then, master degree, one in Australia, one in Netherlands, and one in the UK. And then we decided to, uh, brought back this experience back to our village, because all of us are from East Nusa Tenggara. Now, currently, we are not actively doing advocacy and literacy at this very moment, because we're still dealing with funding and operational issues. But we've been very honored that in the past, I think, uh, 5 years, when we start built the organization in 2018, we came to each of our village. For example, myself, I came from Ngada. It's one of the regions in East Nusa Tenggara. It's a little bit cold. I think it's a similar one with Ibu Meralda mentioned about Manggarai, where we have the same weather. Um, we do activities in, sorry, we did activities in Ngada, and the other one, he came from Ende. We do activities also in that particular area, and the other one, he came from Sumba, and we also do activities in Sumba. Mostly what we did is related to how to empower the young people there, those who study in high schools, and those who went to the universities for bachelor degree, encourage them to be more proactively asking what's next for them, and also mentoring them, especially some of them who might have dreams to pursue higher degree. I think like me and Kak Hofni and the rest of other East Nusa Tenggara youth that currently doing a master degree. Because the problem with um, East Nusa Tenggara, it's very complex, I believe. Just like Yayasan Yellow Boat yang selama ini, sorry, I'm mixing the bahasa and
It's
English.
okay, we are in Jackson now, so it's fine.
Just like what Ibu Meralda mentioned about the opportunity to get the education access, we also seen a lot of more structural problems there. And I just saw what Yellow Boat Foundation do with the clean water, the energy, the renewable energy access. That's also something that I believe East Nusa Tenggara need to focus on, besides education. Because if we want to put, I think Hofni might agree with this. If we want to put the more foundational problem to East Nusa Tenggara is mostly on the province being the one of the most poorest province in Indonesia, and it hasn't changed at all. I think I think since Indonesia get their independence. So yeah, it's a structural problem. I don't think NTT Muda alone or Yellow Boat alone or all of us Kahofni, a youth of East Nusa Tenggara, can solve the problem. And it's a good opportunity that me from the private sector, which also happen to have the NGO, and you, one of the brightest entity youth that we have, and also Ibu Meralda, who has such a big heart to help all of us in East Nusa Tenggara, can collaborate together and, maybe make the people see more better opportunities in East Nusa Tenggara, and having government to be more proactive alongside, empowering the youth to be more critical, not only to the central government, but also to their local government. Because at the end of the day, all of us cannot do anything unless the people themselves and the local government themselves.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Kak Stella, for the story about NTT. And yeah, that is true that to change NTT is not only about through education, but there are a lot of things that we have to work on. And me and Castel have that responsibility to do it. Going back to Ibu Meralda, you are not only building this Yayasan Perahu Kuning Harapan, but thank God you got the opportunity to collaborate or get the funding, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not, what is name? I'm not wrong. What is the DOT or Impact Awards in Washington D.C.? Like
Last
what I
year.
said, yeah.
So thank God we became a little sister of our Big Sis Foundation from the Philippines, because on 2024 they got the award uh, from this .org Impact Awards. So it's an annual event by Public Interest Registry in the U.S. So .org is basically is for the foundation for organization who have in the social, in like the philanthropists who has the website with domain.org. So one of the qualification is we have to make the website under the domain.org. So last 2024, the Yellow Boat of Hope Philippines get all the award. So they won, became the winner for the category, and also uh, the winner of all. And we got to change to submit as well on the next year. So I decided to apply, and thank God, uh, we got the finalist. We became a finalist, the one and only from Indonesia, and also from the entire Southeast Asia, 2025. And it's from like nearly 3,000, I guess, 3,000 applicants. Yeah. And it became 36, 37 finalists. And we were the one from Indonesia, I guess. Kind of proud of it.
Yeah, it is a great job, yeah, so far.
I mean, it's a global recognition,
Yeah.
though, and it was for the very first time for us also. In October last year, we went there. I was there with our Hope Paddlers. We called our volunteers is Hope Paddlers. So I was there with my very best friend and also volunteer, and also with my sister and my brother-in-law, my number one supporters. And then we get the finalists, but we not yet become a winner. But it's okay. I mean, it's very good to get a change on the global stage. Met all the change makers all over the world, and then we had an opportunity to collaborate with them to get learn new knowledge. I mean, it's wonderful to see all these people who work together for the better world. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. So seems like being the one from Indonesia, and also it seems like from the Asia Tenggara, what I'm going to say, it is like something big, right?
Oh,
So it's
yes.
like you, yeah, we have to proud of you. You are not thinking of yourself only. You are thinking about Indonesia and NTT. So it is like you are helping people so much.
Yeah,
And you are
also.
mentioned about you are mentioned about how you collaborate with people outside there, like with people from the U.S., people from the Philippines. So it means like we need something that it is happening now, which is technology.
Yeah.
Because without technology, we cannot connect with people, we cannot talk with
Yeah,
people, make the
true.
collaboration and build the ideas and execute the plans. So, what do you think about the like, technology for our Indonesian, especially for people in NTT? Yeah.
It's so sad to see like many places here in Indonesia still lack of technology. There's no Wi-Fi, there's no internet connection, and how to get connected with all over the world. I mean, it's very hard. I mean, we are living in 2026, and there's a coastal village in Nusa Tenggara Timur who has no electricity, has no internet connection. So we donated a Starlink, and I mentioned the brand. So we donated an internet satellite to this small village. We got funding from the .org, so we got $2,000 at that time, and we supported this village with the Starlink internet satellite, and also we made them a boat. So the boat, the ownership of the boat is for the community. We just gave them the boat. Yeah. These days, I mean, technology is part of our lives. We cannot live without it. And also, we need a digital literacy. What kind of website that we access, what kind of content that we saw. I mean, like lately, we also support the community in Sumba. It's called Rambu Pustaka, if anyone knows here. Rambu Pustaka is based in Sumba, Sumba Tengah, I guess. We made them an e-hub. It's an educational hub. So we supported 6 laptops with one printer and also a Starlink, because the community in that area has no internet connection. Yeah. So I mean, we really need that kind of technology, and also energy. Energy. Unless we can do a solar panel, at least at for the remote area.
Okay, thank you so much, Ibu. It is interesting that we cannot work by ourselves. We need collaboration. We need to know what is the problem and how to solve the problem itself. And it is like you have to provide the satellite for the people, because in Indonesia we call it as GSM, the internet connection there. Geser sedikit mati, because when you
GSM.
move a little
Yes.
bit, the internet is like disconnected, and you have to try it again. I really realized it when I went back
It's
home.
also happening in our community when by the beach. I mean, you have to stand up next in the bridge, like that
In that point.
that exact location in the night. When you move, there's no
Gone.
signal at all.
That's true. So it's like we need more support.
Of course, yeah.
And it's interesting because Stella is currently located in the US. She's working with Amazon. One is the big company there. So I would like to ask Stella how American companies such as Amazon Web Services support digital literacy and innovation to education in Indonesia or education in general. Stella, could you please answer the question?
Yeah. By the way, I work in AWS, Amazon Web Services. We provide data center and cloud, but I actually based in Indonesia. This was just a short trip business with the whole team in the US. And speaking about the what AWS has done to the not only global communities but particularly local communities, and I can only speak for Indonesia. At until today, what we have on our data is we already train more than 1 million youth people to be able to have a cloud certification, and also to be able to have the access to get the job opportunities in digital sectors. So it could be a digital marketing, it could be the cloud engineer itself, or it could be data center engineer. So a lot of these skills that maybe some of you might find it unique, because it's not common, not like any other usual jobs that we found on LinkedIn or in any social media or when we talk to our friends. But we do this to certain communities. Unfortunately, today still in Japanese area, because speaking about digital talent, what I observe until today is when it comes to Indonesia, we only revert to the potential talent that we could achieve. But as someone coming from the industry, when we do the projects, when we collaborate with local government and local NGO, it is not easy to train people to be digitally um, savvy in a way that it could help them to get jobs. So we still have problems on that, hence why the number itself it's not as big as we would expect it to be. 1 million from, I mean, the total youth in Indonesia probably already 60% of the population, right? So it's still a small number, but we do this um, by projects, and we focus in the areas that, just like you both mentioned previously about the internet connectivity, we focus in the area that have the proper internet connectivity. And then alongside, I do believe more and more companies will collaborate with Indonesian government to expand not only the internet but also the good quality of internet beyond beyond the Java island, because to be able to understand and have a sustainable education that can open more opportunities to better job and better life, like it or not, you need to have a good quality of internet. So it cannot only just internet masuk desa or internet masuk rumah, but it has to be a good quality of internet so that kids, young people, they can have a sustainable time to learn, they can focus, they can interact with people beyond their comfort zone without any disturbance.
Okay, thank you, Kak Stella, for the information, for the explanation. It's all clear for us that we need more support, not only from the government, also, but also from like NGOs, local people as well, because uh, it is not one man job, but everyone has to be responsible for that. And I do agree that currently, like we are not working like the days before when we have to go to the office, work like in the office, but we can also get the opportunity to work remotely from wherever you want. But if the internet doesn't support us, then it will be another challenge for us. And speaking about education also, I mean, in Indonesia Timur and Tete, usually like, why I have to go to school? Why I have to get the education? Because there's no benefit. I mean, like, usually people see, after I get the education, what kind of job that I will get. But since now it is open, the technology is everywhere. You can use the technology to work wherever you want. So meaning people will realize, I mean, like, especially for people from the villages, think that by getting the education, we get wider opportunity to get a better job, and online job is one of the option that we can have. I will go back to Ibu Meralda. Ibu Meralda, could you please like say something about how global exposure and international collaboration, including connection with the US-based institution and platform, contribute to strengthening grassroots innovation in Indonesia? Sorry, it's like kind of long question.
Yeah, it's a tough question though, but I like this question because it encourages us also to make to sustain a good network with the global change makers, with the leader of the NGO, the international NGO, with the innovators. Uh, I mean, these people with that kind of work, with that kind of efforts, I mean, we get together and connect. Can you imagine what the difference that we can bring? So I think it's important for us. It's not a top-down connection to work with the community, with many people in our villages, but it's to collaborate. And this global recognition uh, for us is become very important milestone because so many unheard stories that being heard internationally, and many people from the global stage thought about Indonesia is a beautiful place with unfortunately with the beach, with the nature, but how about the education? They don't know about these kids struggling to go to school every day. They have to paddling every day. And when it comes to bad weather, how? So we still can continue the education from home unless we have a really good quality of internet connection. And how this thing become a problem? What is the involvement of the government? What is the involvement of the NGO? I mean, we work on this society together, uh, from the NGO side, from the local government as well, from the local community as well, so we can achieve the better future for this future generation. Yeah, I think being recognition in the global stage for us is very interesting because it's a really uh, it opens door for many good opportunities.
I do agree with that because sometimes the opportunity is there,
Yeah,
but people don't know who you are,
yeah,
like who the person that they can collaborate and get to known and seen by people outside Indonesia or like international companies, institution. It's a big opportunity. As you mentioned before, like you haven't win the funding, right? Like the opportunity, you are one of the finalists,
yeah.
but that opportunity is there.
Of
People
course,
know
yeah,
you that you have been doing this and that. So it is a
yeah,
good thing, good start that we have to take it as something that we have to focus on. Yeah, I will go back to because of time. I'm going back to Castella. Castella, I have one more question about personal reflection on working with American. Sorry, your personal reflection on working within the American technology ecosystem and how exposure to U.S. Innovation culture influences approaches to problem solving, collaboration, and educational development in Indonesia.
Yeah, thank you. I think having been working in the American companies for almost 2 years, it's still new, but my relationship with the American culture start when I got the fellowship in 2016, living in DC for 1 year and then back and forth. Got a lot of projects with the American organizations and now working in the one of the American companies. What I see is what you mentioned about the innovation, the excitement of the American people to innovate is just another level. So I think on that particular part, they're also blessed with the kind of ecosystem that they have today. I mean, look at the five big tech companies in the world, all of them coming from the US. So it's a privilege for them as well to be able to have that such power. And of course, for the Americans to have that kind of support. And what we can learn from the situation or from the privilege they have is how then us as Indonesian can also participate in empowering our own communities with not only what we have, but also what we can push together to do it, alongside with other local communities, other the other stakeholders such as government and also corporates. And Another thing that we can learn is to be politically active, because I do believe if more and more youth people understand their rights, um, we can have what we should have at the very first time we agree to be part of this country, such as a free education, such as free health access, um, uh, better opportunities for having a job, better quality of life to have a family, because otherwise, you know, we're just um, receiving this kind of a situation as part of being Indonesian, and it's for me it's not a solution. Hence why, to my in my capacity, I do my best to contribute to society, especially for the local people in my own village, on how can I empower them, helping them, supporting them to pursue a higher degree, to expand their network, to build the confidence for them to talk to more people beyond their comfort zone, to be able to have the confidence to speak English, because this is one thing that we always like, um, even until today, I think people like uh, forgot how important it is to be able to speak English. Um, I mean, even though we have AI today, for example, that can translate our language, and basically maybe in the future helping us to talk to each other without having to learn each other language, but it is different if you understand other people language. It will help you to get more context. It will help you to be more convincing in delivering your arguments. And at the end of the day, if all Indonesian, especially the youth, can speak properly with um, people from the global communities, they will understand more about our country, and we can, secure more opportunities for our country as well to be able to stand up as one of the biggest country in the world. So that's just my personal experience, having been work in the American companies, American organization, and also get to live here for a year back then. Thank you for the opportunity, Kak.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dok, Castella, about the how people can collaborate, how people can see the opportunities over there, and it is interesting because it's related to what is Ibu Meralda has mentioned before, that uh, to change the world in education, I like inspiring our generation. You have to say that what you have been doing, and it is one of the things that we have to consider about, because sometimes like we force, especially for people in NTT, we force them to go to school, but they don't know the benefit of why you have to go to school. But like you, Stella, you are get the opportunity to work with international companies, going there to do your job in the US. It is something that people from and that they can see that is, yeah, that is the benefits of getting the education, and to change people around us, to change what is wrong for our society, meaning we have to do, like we have to get education and do something for the people around us. I mean, many times I'm saying like people from Java cannot change our people in NTT, but by get the opportunity, get the education, and showing that we also there, we also want to open for the collaboration, to collaborate people with people not only for Indonesian but with international institution, and also international people there. There is a bigger opportunity that we can do, and like we can make a change in the future. Uh, we will be opening for the Q&A session. It can be from the audience in this uh, at America, and also we will be open for the one who is joining us online now. So please uh, give your questions if you have any from this audience in this forum. Okay, wait for microphone, ya, Pak. could you please mention your name, where you come from, and your question? Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Andika. I'm from President University. So actually, when I listen the podcast about the entity educations, I think I'm really interested about that. As we know that Indonesia right now the educations for all citizens is still low. Unfortunately, our government haven't find the solutions about that. But if we can reflect to other country like America or Singapore or Japanese or Korea, they give a scholarship to another students to get a free school, and then for the low economy people who need school, they give a scholarship also. But unfortunately, in Indonesia, especially in NTT, as you mentioned before, the governments never never see about that. So I hear that from NTT that the students have to go to school about 3 hours. It is the a long time to go to school only for school. And also, I think if I can may give my opinion, instead of we did a MBG program, how about the 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 money for the MBG goes to entity to pay to build the infrastructure for the students who need the school. I think it's better like that. So I have one questions. So is it possible if Indonesia reflect to America like they give a scholarship uh, to all students or all citizens in Indonesia? I mean, like the government give the scholarship program to the all Indonesia students. So the 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 students of Indonesia can build the success infrastructure in the 2030. And as we know that Indonesia have a slogan or jargon that is 2045, which will be Indonesia Emas. But if we not begin from now, it's only like a dream. I think this is my opinion for the Indonesia. I hope that the government will give uh, the the money for students, and also from Mrs. What is okay, yeah, will give the solutions for the students who need the school, because it's really important to reach Indonesia 2045 to be a the gold citizen. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mas Adi. Ya?
As Andika.
Adika. Okay, Mas Adika. If I can shorten the question, it's about like we can see in the other countries, they give the opportunity to people, not only the opportunity, but supporting them in financial support to get their education for the young generation, yeah, scholarship. So the question, it can be answered by Castella or Ibu Meralda about the first question is Indonesia also provide that kind of support for our younger generation? And also, how about America? Is they are open as well to give the scholarship for Indonesian to get the education in the US? Yeah, that's the question.
Okay. Thank you so much for the question, Mas Andika. So in Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation Indonesia, we gave a scholarship for the student from our community, which is coming from Rinca Island. So these kids coming from the remote island has to continue his education in the nearest city, which is Labuan Bajo. So it's not possible to go back and forth because it takes time and it takes also money. So we're not only providing a scholarship for the school, but also support daily life, which is we gave him a scooter bike to support the transportation to go to school, and also we rent a room for him so he could live close to the school, because it's our dream, it's our goal to have a dorm for these kids coming from the island. So these kids lives in the dorm to get to school, because in many small villages it's only elementary school, and you have to walk distances to go to the junior high school, and also for the senior high school, you have to move to the city. So the possibility is to transport them from the village to the nearest city. So the question is about the scholarship. Yes, we gave the scholarship with all the requirements, but again, we have limited funding unless we get a lot of funding so we can expand more students to get this scholarship program. And also for the U.S. Embassy, I guess they provide also the scholarship. Yeah, but it requires so many requirements. And like just Stella said, how to get these people confidence to talk, because the requirement is lot of tasks to it, and how to get this kid or this student get qualified. So I think it's enough for me.
Thank you. Castella, do you have something to add up about the, like, is the Indonesian
I think-
government? Oh, go ahead.
I think Ibu Meralda already said all the important things that need to be said, because if I'm the one who said it, that will be the Indonesian government's job to do it.
Yeah. Thank you, Castella. So if I can add up that, yeah, it is true that Indonesian government now are supporting us to get the education in the U.S. or in the other countries in Indonesia, in the world. So I'm the one who is get LPDP scholarship for my master and going to be my PhD, my doctoral. And it's not only Indonesian government that support us to get the education. LPDP is only for, it was only for master and what is the name, doctoral, but now it's also open for undergrads. So we pray that in the future it also will be open for high schoolers and also what is the name, like, yeah, elementary, middle schools and so on, because yeah, they also need the support, because if they cannot get graduated from the lower level education, they cannot go to higher level, right? And for the America also provide the Fulbright scholarship, which is everyone can apply. And I was the one who is being here, listen from the people from the America telling us about the Fulbright scholarship. So there are a lot of opportunities. But again, speaking about entity, the confidence, because if you want to get funded by someone, meaning you have to have the, like, qualification, English, your English must be good. You have to write essays and so on. So I'm glad that we are in America, which is usually providing free consultation about writing essays, preparing English for applying for university. So yeah, that is one of interesting thing that they are having in America. So I was the one who is going here, get my essays checked by kakak-kakak here, and they are so helpful as well. Kak Santika and the others. Yeah, I was doing that as well. So I mean, there are a lot of opportunity that we are having now, and for the younger generation, see that opportunity, take the chance, not to just complaining about the regulation that we are having, because we always complaining about this and that, but we are not doing, like, taking action about how to get into that point. So as Bu Meralda was mentioned before, instead of we have to wait for the opportunities, let's make ourselves eligible for the opportunities come in the future. That's it that I can add up. That yeah, they have scholarship, but only for master, PhD, and so on. There are also scholarship from smaller institution, but it's usually limited. Yeah. So yeah, open, because you are. If you want to get something big, you have to work bigger than that, because yeah, opportunities come not only for the one who is smarter, but also for the one who is get ready, like preparing himself for that opportunity. I will be open for the second question for the audiences. Oke, Ibu Kakak yang ada di sana.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Let me introduce my name. My name is Miss Tiurma. I am a science teacher and also the staff for an office. So just continue for the previous questions. It's about correlation or collaboration with the ministry. On my opinion, you already engaged with the Ministry of Education since you get the LPDP and all the scholarships. And my first question is about fundings. Did you get any fundings, especially to Mrs. Miranda? We really impressed with your Yayasan Perahu Kuning Harapan, which means already helps a lot of unfortunate people in NTT. So my first question is correlate with, do you get any fundings from the government to enroll all your project and or your kindness step running on in NTT? And then the second question to Miss Stella. Hi, Miss. Um, about the geopolitics. So it's really worried about how the inflation and how about the the geopolitical meaning with the currency between dollars and rupiah. And then in nowadays, I wanted to know, just I wanted to know about the project that's still handling on you or still on being doing. Did you get on budgeting after all the geopolitical matters or all the inflation? Is it affecting all your activities while doing or finishing the project, or it just running as well as it is? Maybe just wanted to know because for us the geopolitics or the inflation really affecting for people in Indonesia.
Okay.
Thank you for your answer. Thank you for the chance.
Thank you so much. Okay, Bu Meralda, that is the question. The first question for you, is that any support from the government about
What
war
a
and this
sensitive
problem?
question.
Yeah, it's sensitive though.
Thank you so much, Miss. So yeah, did you get any funding from the government, from the Indonesian government, you mean? Yes, of course, I get the funding from the government, while the .org Impact Awards last year, we got funding for $2,000 to support the boat, and the local government give us 2 million rupiah, tapi bukan dolar, mohon maaf. But still, it's funding. How, no matter how small, how big, it's still support, and it comes from the local government, from Dinas PKO Manggarai Timur. So I do appreciate to Bapak Kadis PKO di Manggarai Timur, because again, small donation, big donation, it's also support. But to the governor level, our dear Bapak Melki Lakalena, I spoke to him directly by WhatsApp chat. I let him know about what we were doing in Yayasan Perahu Kuning Harapan. We support the community from Rinca Island, from Sumba Island, and also from Ismanggarai. And he gave me unlimited support, a prayer. It's God bless you with GBU capital. So I think it's the support, really. So thank you once again, Miss. Maybe you can connect us to the funders. Thank you so much, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Meralda, for the answer. So hopefully it's answered your question that, yeah, sometimes donation is not about the amount, but how people care about what we are doing. Then again, to get supported by like people around us, we have to show that what we have been doing. Because building the trust is not easy. To like building GOs or Yayasan or something, it is not easy, especially for the one who start like beginning small things. I experienced that when we built our public health first to do it. But by the time we can see that people trust us to invest, it's not only money but like support. Even though some people are only pray for us, but we cannot get like kind of prayers easily, right? Yeah. So thank you, Ibu Meralda. And Castella, that is the question for you as well about the currency now. It is getting higher, dollar to rupiah, rupiah to dollar. So is that affecting what you are doing now? Go ahead, Kak.
Professionally, I don't think so because I work in the American companies. I think I'm not sure if I can speak for this, but it can be found online that I think AWS doing very okay with the data center expansion, the cloud projects, and yeah, it's a big tech. We always found a way to to do things and moving on with our projects. And it's a global company, so we do believe innovation needs to keep uh, ongoing, whatever happens, because as a matter of fact, I think the world went through a lot of things this past 10 years, not only politically, but I think you all remember things changed since COVID-19, right? I feel like life has never been the same way as it used to be when COVID happens. We are blessed the technology, but we are get more hooked on to our device, like it or not, because it's been part of our not only personal life, but the way we work, the way we communicate, even the way we elect our representative in the government. So it changed a lot of things since COVID-19 changed a lot of things. And now, speaking about the dollars, I think personally for me, later on, if I go back to Indonesia, yes, it will affect the household, the household costs, and also the kids' tuition and everything. But we do need to trust the process, especially when we agree to be part of this government. We need to give them the opportunity to fix things. But what I would like to say to Ibu and everyone in the room is let's also not forget to be more vocal in giving our aspirations, because any day now, like putting something into social media or writing something in local newspaper or even national newspaper, organizing with our friends, with people that we don't know but we have the same aspiration, becomes more important, because if you can see what we went through today, it's not only happening in Indonesia, the US itself, uh, they're also figuring out on how to navigate the current geopolitical situation. And I do believe, as we can see on the media and what we've been hearing from the experts, it's also happening in any other country in the world, be it China, European Union, and all the Asian countries, even West Asia, and also African. So it is a very unique situation and world we are living today. What I can share to you and to everyone is, let's keep trying, let's keep educating ourselves, and let's keep collaborating, because we only have each other. The more we think that we have each other, the more we can work together and bring something good into this world, because there are already so many examples for people that think only for themselves. So we need to be different. We need to be present with each other.
Okay, thank you so much, Castella, for the answers. Hopefully, it's answered your question, Ibu. And thank you also to Ibu Meralda for answering the first question as well. I still have time to give the opportunity one more question for the audiences if anyone wants to raise the third question. Okay. If there's no more questions, I will go back to Castella. Castella, we need you to give us the last message about the program today and what we have been talking about. Could you please give us like kind of summary or inspiration, inspiring motivation quote or something that it will be helping us to think out of the box, like think wider instead of just thinking about where we are now and the problem that we are facing now. Yeah, Castella, go ahead.
Yeah, so talking about transforming education for the next era, I think Yellow Boat Foundation has given us a very good example on working on the real issues, because sometimes if we read newspapers or saw the news on TV, or even like seeing all the headlines in social media, we often got, um, how do I say it, often got, mm, too much focus on something that is not really a problem as for now. For example, AI, like a lot of companies, a lot of, I think, experts has been talking about AI will take our jobs, AI will disrupt our education. Yes, that would happen. Definitely will happen. But what we are need to think about at this moment is how we can strengthen the foundation of the education, like what Yellow Boot Foundation has been doing all this time. Those kids still need to go to school despite having AI or not being uh, equipped with AI. We still have a lot of kids that cannot go to school, that like was what Mas Andika said before, um, having to take like 2 3 hours walking distance to go to their school. That's still a real problem in Indonesia. So the foundation is very important while we're working on navigating on the challenge of the technology and education in the next era. But as on top of that, I just want to remind everyone and also remind myself to always fight on the foundational of all the things that matter, which is the education itself, which is, the access, the facilities, the opportunities for kids and young people to be able to learn to study, be it in school or outside of school. So I think it's important so that we don't get blindsided with the AI and technology.
Okay, thank you so much, Castella, for the message that we are getting from you, and also I would like to hear from you, Bu Meralda. Like, what is your message to us who is like have a big dream but we don't know how to start, and there are problems there, but probably you have something to say to us, the younger generation, like how to uh, manage
Okay.
ourselves.
So each one of us, I believe we all have dreams. We all have a goal. What do you want to achieve in your life? What makes you useful in this world? I believe each one of us has the reason to live in this beautiful world, and find the why. Find the why you are here. Find the why you are living. And also, if be critical with the social, with the environment, with everything. I mean, when you see trash, it's not your trash, but it's your neighborhood. Just pick it up. It requires just a small gesture of your hand. So be the change that you want to see. Always be the change that you want to see. You are complaining about people who not in the line, but you are doing that. It's total bullshit. So just be the change that you want to see, and you can be the agent and you can inspire people also. So um, like this story of the Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation, it came from my childhood dream when I was 5 years old. So it's never too late to refer, to reconnect to your inner child. What was your dream when you were a kid? Maybe it finds the answer right now, and don't don't wait till the door is open. You have to knock each door, knocking each door until it is open. So be persistent, be authentic. And my message for our change makers, for the fellow university friends, for the future generation. Just like, sorry, I missed this. Okay, so I love the sayings about volunteerism. So I started all this foundation when I was a volunteer 11 years ago, and I'm still doing voluntary until right now. So do you guys know Titanic, right? It built by the expert, and you know the rest story of it. But the Noah's Ark, it built by the volunteers, and you know the story, the rest story of it. So be that boat, be the Noah's Ark, and it's the power of volunteerism. Just to help each other, we cannot work alone. We have to work together.
Collaboration is the key points that we have to highlight, that we cannot work by ourselves. Because if we have to work ourselves, the Perahu Kuning, it will be stay in one point. But by working together, the Perahu will go around and reach more people, more
Yes.
future generation to get higher education. And as Kak Stella was mentioned, NTT Muda now it's only few people that joining, but by collaboration we can get more people get involved to do something better for people around us. So that's all for this afternoon session. As a moderator, I'm so sorry if there is something wrong with the way I speak or the way I articulate ideas or highlighting things. And yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for our amazing moderator and also our amazing speakers. Can we give a big round of applause, everyone? Yes, thank you so much. And thank you so much, everyone, for attending today's event. That marks the end of our event for today, and hope everyone get valuable insight for today's discussions. And yes, early on this event, we have online quiz for our online viewers. And the question was, is it true or false? Technology can help improve access to educations and provide interactive learning experience. And the correct answer to it is true. Educational innovation platforms are widely used to support digital learning, interactive classroom, and scalable educational tools. And shout out to @Pasha Alia from Instagram to answer it correctly. Lastly, everyone, to keep update about our upcoming events here at America, you can follow our social media. We are at Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube AT America. With that, thank you so much, everyone. My name is Mayriska Putri, and see you on the next At America events. Bye, everyone. Oke, sebelum bubar kita boleh foto bareng dulu ya kakak-kakak. Yang sebelah sini boleh